Good morning. Welcome to Rise and Radke.
Good morning, everyone. How late are we?
Probably about 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
We are 6 minutes late. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Rise and Radke. You know who I am. I'm Melissa Radke, and this is David Radke. You have to know who we are if you continue to show up morning after morning. But y'all do, faithfully.
We want to know who you are.
You know what I find interesting? We literally have, not for every church in America by any means, but we have as many people watch our morning show as some churches have on Sunday morning.
There are I don't know why are you talking about this? It's kind of weird.
I just think it's odd. Every day when I look at our numbers, I'm like, why do these people keep showing up?
The average church in America, I think, is like 50 people. The mega churches are a couple of thousand.
What's your point?
We have like 15 or 20,000. So like Lakewood has more people. And then it starts going down from there.
Okay, so you're putting my name in the same sentence as Joel Osteen, not the first time.
Which one time she be Joel Osteen on the
Okay, let's let it go. Well, good morning, everybody. We're so glad that you're here.
Where are we from? I see North Carolina. Did you bring your phone? You didn't bring your phone?
I did not.
North Carolina,
it's a miracle
Illinois,
we're here.
Texas. It is. The world almost shut down this morning because of a little bit of rain.
It's not a little bit of rain. It's a pretty steady stream. And it is very cold. And I literally just said yesterday, it's not like I said it 3 weeks ago when we've forgotten. I literally just said yesterday, when it rains and it's cold, I'm not walking over there. So we go to sit down at our kitchen table, but one of our children had spilt something sticky on the table and had not cleaned it up. Everybody that's surprised, stand on your head. And so we couldn't even sit at the table. Our phones were sticking to the table. So David's like, can we just please walk over there? So we walked over here, and I'm going to tell y'all what? I moaned about it the entire time. And I'm not done moaning about it. And it's why I'm in my pajamas.
Okay. You can moan to me, but they don't want to hear you moan. Oklahoma, Missouri, Mississippi. We got a lot in the house. We've got Ontario, Canada. I'm sure you're a nice 72 degrees today. Utah as well. I bet you are nice and warm.
You know what? I'm mad at you.
You are?
Don't do that, where you act super nice on here. So Florence and Dolores and Brenda from Tyler will love on you. Don't do that. You've been a turkey all morning. You have. You've been a complete and utter turkey, and then you lightly tap me to give me a code message. I read your code message. You like this? You know what? I don't mind you whining, but they don't want to hear you. And then you did that, and I felt it, and I'm gonna call it out.
Oh, I didn't mean to tap you. I literally was saying I don't think they want to hear you moan.
Well, you know what? They're on here. Illinois is at 23 degrees. Let's don't go out. Let's just don't get out of our house today, y'all.
Oh, somebody just emailed us a Rise and Radke logo, they said. So, hey, by the way, we have gone through the vast majority of those. A couple more we have to go through here in the next day or two. I don't know if we have like a day, but we will do a little reveal.
But hey, I want to address two things really, really quickly before we move forward, and I have some interesting things I want to talk about. But before we move forward, I want to address two things. Number one, we did not hit on it like we should have yesterday. The podcast came out this week. Still to this day, for those of you who are like, oh, she's talking about the podcast, I'm going to get off. Listen to me. Still to this day, whenever we talk about the podcast, we inevitably have one or two people go, you have a podcast? Because of Facebook algorithms and Instagram algorithms and YouTube algorithms, you would be surprised the number of people who do not get to see all of my content. So they're left in the dark. So yes, I have a podcast. It's called Ordinary People, Ordinary Things. You can have it for free on iTunes or wherever. But yesterday's came out, and I really think that women are going to love Courtney Ellis. She gave such a beautiful interview on personal Sabbath, which is really kind of what we're talking about right now. Making time for ourselves. I just read an interesting article on how it is getting more and more popular to go on these vacations alone. Like a vacation, like a woman went to Greece alone. And to go on these exotic locales alone just to kind of center yourself. And hers is really about the family and about her time and about their time and what to do with busy schedules. It's really great. You're going to love to listen to it, so check it out. And then the second thing is, David and I are putting together a great podcast on that exact subject for couples and dealing with that, and how after 25 years we've kind of learned to balance it. Sometimes we balance it better than other times. And so we put up a number the other day on Facebook and Instagram inviting you to call us and leave us your questions. And you have, and I cannot thank you enough. Literally, we can hear, hey, this is Wanda. I'm calling from Arkansas. I just wanted to let y'all ask you guys this question. Da, 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 da. And it's awesome, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to use the phone line a lot more. But if you would like to ask a question to us, we will give you the phone number right now. Are you ready? It's 936.
You ain't gonna do the jingle?
I want to make sure I have it right.
936-247.
2225. 936-247-2225. 936-247-2225. 936-247-2225.
947-247-2225.
936-247-2225. There you go. Call it and leave a message, but we are not taking them after today. Okay? So you just have today to do that. I have an etiquette question for you guys. So my fear is that one of my girlfriends that did this last night, I went to dinner with 4 other women last night. We had a really great time. We sat in the booth and talked for 17 hours. And I worry that one of them might be watching this, but I know that they all work. Every single one of them are at work right now. So fingers crossed they're not watching.
You know at least one of them, if not more of them, is watching.
One's a teacher, one's a pharmacist, two are a teacher, one's a pharmacist, and one has got an 8-to-5 job. I don't think they're watching.
Oh, okay.
One of them might be. Susan, get off if you're watching.
Or hashtag replay. They might be watching later.
Okay, anyway, I'm just going to say it. Etiquette-wise, what do you do when you are in a group? You're with your girlfriends, your buddies, whatever, and someone begins talking about something that you know is wrong. Not morally conviction. No. Y'all know me. You know you can't top my pop culture knowledge. You can't. Why are you going to try it? So when somebody says, did y'all hear Jennifer Aniston is pregnant? I'm going to know that that's not true. I know everything about her. I know,
Is that what they said?
No, that's not what they said. I'm going to tell you what they said. But do you correct them? When you're in a group of people, do you correct them? Even though you know that they're wrong. And even though what they're talking about doesn't make a hill of beans, it doesn't matter if they're wrong or right. Who cares? Right? Like if somebody said Jennifer Aniston is pregnant, I'm going to stop that. I'm gonna nip that in the bud. But this is what she said. She said, this is so ridiculous of me. What is wrong with me? Tell me if I'm a bad person.
You're a bad person. Oh, you're supposed to wait?
Wait till the story is told. This is what she said. We were talking about shows that we watch on Netflix and what we're catching up on, and she said, and y'all know that Breaking Bad is coming back. No, it is not! No, it is not! I would know. I think I have a Google alert on my phone for Breaking Bad. So she said, and she's so wonderful, and I love her. If she's watching this, I'm sorry. Y'all know that Breaking Bad is coming back. Oh, and I cannot wait for Breaking Bad to come back.
Tell me who said it.
No, go away. I cannot wait for Breaking Bad to come back. And then she said, and I said, where is it? Well, no, what is it again? She said, yeah, my husband and I, it started on Sunday night. It started on Sunday night, so we recorded it, and then we're just going to sit down and we're going to watch it. And I said, talk to me again about this. And she said, AMC is doing a marathon. So I thought, oh, that's what she means. The old ones are coming back. AMC is doing a marathon of all the Breaking Bads ever. And then at the end, they're going to reveal a new movie called El Camino.
El Camino came out a couple months ago, if you're not familiar.
It's been out on Netflix for like 6 months. Do I be that person that steps up and says something? What do y'all think?
Those are all sweet ladies, so I would probably just let it roll.
I did.
It's all about the dynamic in the group and even what that night is about. So Joy, who clearly has the most sense out of anybody in this room, says, no, absolutely not if it doesn't even matter. Yeah, now if you were with another group of girlfriends and they said something like that, you might go, you're a moron, blah, 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 but that's a different kind of feel or environment or something. You know what I mean?
But then girls like Sarah who get me are like, heck yeah, you say it.
What? That came out months ago.
But she's to say. I wanted to go like this with my drink. I did, but
you want to go like this. New El Camino, El No.
Hell no. But I didn't. I kept it quiet. And
Good.
but that's my thing is like entertainment and pop culture. Like you're not going to, you start bringing up scripture. I'm not going to stop you. You start saying what Revelation says. I'm like, probably does. I don't know. I do not know. I was once asked the disciples' names that I could get out 11 of them. And I said that the 12th one was Anthony.
Anthony Bourdain?
Anthony. To which my wonderful friend, my pastor, said, there was not a Tony who was a disciple. There was no Tony.
Tony and the disciple. Sounds like a good
So
group,
I
though.
can tell you every scene and every line of every Golden Girls and Seinfeld ever created. I can tell you that El Camino came out on Netflix, and I can tell you all the things I've watched. But I can't tell you about anything that's going to happen in the end times.
I would say for me, unless they're close, if it's family or they're very close. Then
if it had been my family that had said, I might have ripped them down to shreds.
Yeah. So, and if they're close, or even if there's like some kind of a, not a debate, but where you're kind of discussing some topic,
Right.
then
And that's not what these girlfriends are. The last time we got together was July. We see each other once every 6 months. We sit there and we talk and we catch up and we love each other dearly. But they're not the girlfriends I see every single day in my life, and they're not my family. If my family had said that, I'd have been like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop it!"
So I don't want to. I don't want to waste time with those kind of people.
You just finished Heart of Dixie, mother.
I don't want to waste time with those people. Possibly, maybe even being offended by it, or going, "Well, I just found out about that," or what I mean.
Okay, what are they saying? Good eyes. Tell me what they're saying.
Tony.
Tony.
Well, can you name one?
Tony. Rub you the right way, stroke.
That's Johnny.
Apply with tenderness when I
Was that Ralph Transit? No, that's Johnny Gill.
Rub you the right way.
Okay, that was Johnny Gill.
Then Tony. I don't know.
What?
I'll make love to you like you want me to.
Okay, look at my picture.
And
right
I'll hold you tight.
Amy said that the white pointy thing on my head is distracting. Look, see that?
Is it? Did I just do a Tony song? If you
That
have a
is
group,
Boys to Men.
if you have a group named Tony, at some point they have sung a song with the phrase "I'll make love to you." Now you know they have. They have also sung a song with the phrase "rub you, touch you, and you is my woman." That's what all those '80s R&B songs are like.
Speaking of, have you heard or read the lyrics to what's that little Justin?
Don't ever. Are you going to talk about Justin Bieber? And you started it with what's that little?
He's not little anymore, but
He's not little. He's a grown man. He's very devoted to his wife. He's doing really good. I've prayed for him for years.
okay. So
I love him dearly with all my heart.
Okay, I need to look up the lyrics to his new song, "Yummy."
You do not.
I don't want to.
You need to look him up.
I don't need to.
You do not need to.
So your prayers have gone unanswered.
Maybe he's talking about his wife. Maybe he got it from Tony.
Well, I hope in their marriage context, she is yummy for him. So.
She is yummy. Have you seen her?
Anyway.
No, you don't need to look up the lyrics. It is about the yumminess of love.
People think I'm the Pope. See?
But you're the last Pope.
No,
Scoot over.
I like that. I'm the Pope.
David, scoot over. It looks like a papal hat.
A paper hat?
Papal. I know my words. Okay. Other times. So I was asking you guys an etiquette question about should you speak up. Here's an example of another time that you should speak up. If you are on a Spirit Airlines flight and you fall asleep on your friend, and when you awake, the passenger that you don't know next to you is touching you inappropriately, that happened. That is in the news. Now, she's not releasing her name because she doesn't want to be hounded by press, and also because she flew Spirit Airlines. But
woman, you're saying
it is a woman.
A woman fell asleep on a man.
Which 22, bless her heart.
She fell asleep on a man, and he thought that was his signal.
No. No. She's with a friend on a plane. Just with her. It didn't say girlfriend, boyfriend, but just a buddy. And she fell asleep on the buddy like this, and the buddy fell asleep, probably leaning against the window.
Oh, and the third person.
Stranger X over here. Stranger danger.
Oh, I thought you were saying she fell on him.
No, stranger danger. She woke up and his hand was down her pants. Yes, David.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Surely
And she said, first of all, I would have woken up and then just closed my eyes back and thought, gather my thoughts. What am I going to say? What am I going to say? But she woke up.
Sorry. I'm not laughing at this at all. Something just popped in my mind.
What is popping in your mind right now?
A story I'll tell right after this, so it'll have better context.
Yeah, because it seems real inappropriate right now. But she stood up and she said, do you mind getting your hands off of me? Quit touching me? This is happening on planes.
Did she not, notify the authorities and...
She jumped up. The flight attendant came over immediately and gathered her to move her. And the girl goes, I ain't going nowhere. You can move him. She's like, I'm not leaving my friend here. I mean, what is going on, world? What is going on? I blame it on that virus that's coming out of China.
They should.
From that dead rabbit in that market. Y'all have heard about that?
Mm-hmm. They should file, sexual assault charges.
Oh, they will, David. She went immediately. She got off the plane and went immediately and filed charges. But I'm like, this is happening on planes. What is going on? She's 22. You know what? Don't even get me started.
Okay, so I apologize for laughing in the middle of that. That's not.
You weren't laughing at that story, were you? Because it's really. Could you imagine being her parents?
I have a friend named Jeff that I used to travel with when I was a tour manager, and he would get on flights and he would. I forget the exact story, but he would tell somebody next to him, "Hey, just so you know," I forget if he said he was narcoleptic.
Are you changing his name to protect the innocent?
No, I'm just not saying his last name.
Okay.
So anyway, so he would set it up somehow in just the conversation. He goes, I just don't want to freak you out or whatever. So then, halfway through the flight, I don't know how he could do this. Halfway through the flight, he would just all.
He would tell him I have narcolepsy.
Something like that. I may be setting it up wrong. But so anyway, so they were expecting. I mean, when he did it, it wasn't just a surprise, like this idiot or something like this. So in the middle of the flight.
Okay, I'm the person on the flight.
And I won't be able to do it, but he would just go like this, and he would fall asleep, but his eyes were wide open, and then his head would roll, and he'd go, but he was looking at them, but he was dead asleep.
Okay, but first of all, he wasn't asleep. He didn't have narcolepsy. He was an idiot.
Well, yeah, but he could do it, and I could be sitting here, and I would look, and Joker, I can't keep a straight face now. He would, with a stranger, kind of tilt over and go, and his eyes would be wide open. But they thought he was asleep.
Why do you do that? First of all, why do you make friends with morons? And second of all, then why do you tell their stories? Jeff who?
If you're watching, we love you.
Jeff who? Oh my God, he's a moron. Jeff Ross, give me a break.
Hey, you're
oh my gosh, I just said his name. Okay.
He could tell the story better than I could, but it was
anyway. There you go. I broke that news right in half. All right, this is all for us today. We're going to let you guys go. I know you have a million things, unless they're saying something to us.
They're saying that's very creepy.
Who, Jeff? Oh, I know it.
I can't see what that word is. Are they in cornucopia?
What is Tracy saying? Tracy
says she
that
finally caught us live.
Finally!
Made her day.
We're like the...
Hey, Tracy, your schedule may not allow, but every Monday through Friday, we are live on Facebook at 8:15, and then a little bit after, we post the replay on Instagram and YouTube as well. Make sure if you're on Facebook that you click to get notifications when Melissa goes live, and just set your alarm for 8:15. Just set your entire day around this show.
We do.
We do.
We are going to be... Are we in Honduras next week or the week after?
The week after.
Okay, we are going out of the country, not next week, but the next, and we're still going to be live. Y'all, you're going to want to set your notifications for this face in a foreign country at 8:15 in the morning. I'm just telling you. Hey, we always end with a quote. Here is today's quote. You ready?
Oh, wait, can I tell you something?
Of course you are going to, no matter what I say.
Somebody yesterday, I don't think they maybe watched the whole live or they didn't get the context or something, but they said something on the live evidently that I didn't even catch, that they were kind of being sarcastic, and they were afraid that your yesterday's quote was based on them.
No.
And they were like, "I'm so sorry, I was being sarcastic. I didn't mean to do it." And I don't think they put it all together there.
Oh, my quotes are. First of all, my quotes are picked out before y'all piss me off. My quotes are picked out way in advance. I can promise you, they're never about anything that we've talked about. I literally have them. I literally write down some of my favorite quotes for like a week at a time. So don't worry about it. But today's is really good, and it's kind of. I hope it doesn't hurt you, but your life isn't yours if you continually care what other people think. It just isn't, you guys. Let me just leave you with this motivation right here, okay? I care what people think. I care if I have spinach in my teeth, okay? I care if I stink. I care if my kids act up in public. I care about those things. I want to look nice, okay? I want my family to be considered a nice family. I care about that. But when it comes to my convictions and my choices, that's where it stops. When it comes to my convictions and my choices for my life and how I parent and how I love and what job I have and what I feel called to do with my life, what my passions and my pursuits are, that's where I draw the line. Because my life is my life. It is not anybody else's. It's not my mother's. It's not my family's. Okay? It's not my neighbors or my towns or anybody else's. And it's sure as heck is not my critics. Your life is not truly yours if you continually care what other people think. You do you. Okay? Be encouraged in that today. We love you guys, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you guys.
Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. That was country.